Okay, so we're live on yours, but not on mine.
She's just gonna go live. It's totally fine.
It's connecting. Stop.
This is week 23, y'all. Ask a health coach.
23.
Just take a look at my shirt while we're getting set up for hers.
It reads backwards for us.
Yeah.
Is it backwards for them?
It probably is.
Oh man,
Don't
mine's
mess
like
with a girl who does burpees for fun.
not doing it. It's not doing the thing. I feel like.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
Are you? No. Wait. Here we go.
Ooh, I like this.
Okay. Okay, so we've already been on live, Heather's, for like a minute because
okay.
mine was not cooperating with life.
Technology.
Way.
It's
Okay,
amazing when it works.
so we're gonna say it again for the benefit of also my page viewers. We're on week 23.
Ask a health coach, week 23.
23.
That's an easy one to make.
Oops. I was like 22. 2 plus 1. Okay. And we actually have some awesome questions today
Yes,
from
how
some of
exciting.
our loyal viewers. So thank you for sending those.
I'm excited that we have questions. I'm also excited about my tea. I'm drinking ginger orange today.
It smells very gingery. Gingerlicious.
I like ginger.
Do you like gingers?
Who was your favorite on, oh no, I can't remember the show. Ginger or Marianne?
I don't even know what you're talking. Oh, is that Gilligan's Island?
Gilligan's Island.
I was like Gilligan's
Gilligan?
Island. I don't know. I just think of
I liked
coconut walkie-talkies when I, because I like the professor. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess we should go ahead and dive right in to our
Yes.
questions. So my friend Brittany, who is a loyal viewer, has asked us, what are good things to eat when you are sick? And should she be taking those like over-the-counter cough medicines and all that
Right.
stuff and whatever's in all of that?
Well, and is there foods we should eliminate while we're sick?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Because our bodies, obviously, when we're sick, it means that our immune system has come into contact with something that it doesn't agree with, and it is fighting for its very
It's
life.
like this little army inside us, and they're fighting. Woohoo!
Yes, you're fighting against the infiltrators. So some of the things that we can eat when we're sick, a lot of people, they have that, what is that saying, like feed a cold, starve a fever, starve a cold,
Something
feed
like
a
that,
fever.
yeah.
I would advise never starve yourself.
Don't starve
first of all.
anything.
Because here's the thing, like we said, your immune system is fighting. So what do you think your immune system needs to do its job? It needs energy.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're running on empty, your immune system is not going to be able to have the nutrients it needs, as we've talked about before, to actually do its job.
Plus, who wants to be starving?
No.
Like, even when you're sick and you don't really have an appetite, like, you still feel way more weak when you're starving.
Yeah. So, I mean, and if you're feeling nauseous or having a hard time keeping things down, you know, one of the standards that they always say is like chicken broth. Like a whole, you know, just natural organic chicken broth. You don't want to get that canned stuff with like all the sodium and processed blah, 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 blah. But you can find some just, you know, you could even your own, like just boil some chicken.
And don't you just crave
And
that
drink the
when
broth.
you're like feeling sick? You're like, I wish I had some warm soup.
I mean, that's really all it is. I mean, if you want to just, it's really easy to make chicken soup at home. Like,
It is.
and turkey soup. My family has a big turkey soup thing, and they always boil
Yeah.
the turkey bones and like all the yummy goodness.
Delicious.
Yes. And then, of course, we're going to tout that you definitely want lots of fruits and vegetables.
Of course.
All of those micro phytonutrients.
Because that's what's going to help our immune system fight. It's what our immune system needs to get strong.
I don't know, I'm very jerky with my movements today.
Because everybody was kung fu fighting.
I imagine that's how my immune system cells
Yeah.
sing when they're doing their job.
Absolutely. Ooh, garlic.
Garlic has also been known to provide all kinds of health benefits. And let's be real. So people are like, well, garlic gives me bad breath. You're sick. Ain't no one smelling your breath anyway. Like, you're sitting on the couch all like snotty and gross.
Oh, I love me some garlic.
Eat some garlic. No one's going to be
know,
around.
because it is antibacterial, antiviral. It can stimulate your immune system. You know, a lot of spices are that way. Spices are
What's
really good
what's
for
the other
us.
one? Turmeric?
Turmeric.
Is that the one that I'm
Yep.
thinking about?
Turmeric is amazing.
I usually like to do, I do sliced ginger. You get the ginger root. It's like basically free because I
Yeah.
mean, I do it by pound and it's like a penny a pound.
Yeah.
Probably not that cheap. But you slice up the garlic put it in hot water with some turmeric and you
The
steep
ginger,
it,
not
like
the garlic.
the turmeric and the ginger. Yes. If you added garlic, I don't think that would taste good. But yeah, and then you make a tea.
Yes.
And then I add like lemon and honey because those are also things known
Yeah.
to help boost
That
your
is a
immune system.
great cold remedy right there.
Yes. Like a nice home brewed tea. You don't have to go and buy like special fancy tea bags. You can just make it in
Yeah.
the comfort of your own home.
Something, people always tell you, stay hydrated, stay hydrated. Coconut water, it's a great way to be hydrated. It's got a lot of electrolytes in it. So instead of buying those crappy, like Pedialyte drinks.
I'm laughing because I just watched the movie Idiocracy again the other day. Have you ever seen it?
I haven't.
He goes into the future, and basically the population has been dumbed down, and they are feeding the plants this like Gatorade type stuff, and they're like, because it has electrolytes. And of course all their plants are dying.
Well, of course, but that's what I was trying to make the point of. Don't drink Pedialyte and Gatorade.
Right.
Because it's actually not good for you.
It kills your plants
It kills
in
your plants.
2050 or whatever it was.
But coconut water is a great natural source of electrolytes.
Yes,
So.
we said hot
We talked about hot tea,
honey,
that's good,
ginger. Ooh, and we can get all those in that one tea.
And
brew.
spicy foods. I was saying that a lot of spices, they're just really, really
Well,
good.
think about if you eat sushi with wasabi. I love a lot of wasabi. Like instantly, like your sinuses just
Right.
clear up. Like they just go.
Yeah, you gotta bring a Kleenex.
Yeah, you do. So it's
Start
like
draining.
because basically it's creating the vasodilation and all that stuff's coming up out of your nose. That's right. Yeah, and Hippocrates said, "Let food be thy medicine." I love that
medicine be
quote.
thy
So
food.
basically, we just need to give ourselves these natural, healthy foods that you can get anywhere. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like we're talking about rare foods here. They're in any supermarket produce section. And, someone said, I've got a nasty, yucky virus right now. Aw, sorry you're not feeling well.
Hope
Make
you feel
some
better.
tea.
Yeah. Well, let me just say a few things about things we should avoid when we're sick.
Yes.
Because there are some things that stimulate our mucus cells. Dairy products are one that really stimulate mucus in your body. So if you've got a cold that's in your head or chest, and then you're eating like yogurt, trying to be
ice
healthy,
cream.
but it's gonna backfire and just create more mucus. And again, on the staying hydrated thing, a lot of people think, oh, I should drink juice, but the sugar content in the juice is really gonna bring that immune system down too. So stick with the water, the coconut water, fried foods. I don't usually crave fried foods when I'm sick,
Not
but
if I'm belly sick, especially.
but it does, the excess fats are not going to be a good thing. Processed foods, always stay away from the fast foods and processed foods.
And so speaking back to like the juices with lots of sugars, a lot of these like cough syrups and over-the-counter
Oh my
medicines
gosh, yeah.
have a lot of sugar in them, especially like the cough drops and stuff like that. So if you're getting sniffles, you have the cough, think, oh, I'm just gonna suck on some cough drop lozenges. And while they may have, like the menthol, which, kind of stimulates your sinuses opening, like go for the spicy food instead, because you're putting all of that
Right.
processed, artificial, and those sugars into your body, again, weakening your immune system rather than boosting it.
Well, I'm thinking about kids with colds. We like to give them cough drops, but red food dye, I say it a lot, is a big trigger for hyperactivity in kids and lack of focus. And so when you give them those red cough drops, not only do they feel bad, but they're going to start to get hyper.
Yeah.
It's no fun at home when you got a hyper sick kid. So stay away from those.
So I get asked a lot of time too, in addition to like what should we putting in our bodies, like should we be moving our bodies? So people, a lot of the time you hear it said, well, if you're sick, just rest. Well, movement and can actually obviously improve our energy levels, boost our immune system. So if, sometimes for me, if I feel like I'm starting to get like kind of sick, actually working out will stave it off and help me fight the infection, rather than if I had just laid down on the couch, it's kind of like succumbing to the sick.
Right. Well, and sweat is a good thing.
Well, you
sweat is
sweat
pulling
out.
out those things that we don't want. And there are times when you can't exercise because you're sick. But hey, Tina, if you've got a really high fever, I do recommend staying home.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you're hallucinating, having fever dreams, like
if
don't
you've
get
got
the-
like stuff coming out both ends, stay home.
And when we say exercise, we're not necessarily talking about something that's like shooting your heart rate way to
Right.
the sky, like, but getting
Going
a
out
little
for a
bit active.
walk or
Maybe
something.
walking is a great exercise. What are some other ones? Gardening, Tai Chi,
Ooh, Tai Chi.
or like maybe some yoga.
Yoga, that's a great one too, because you're gonna get a sweat going, but you're also gonna get everything inside moving around.
Yeah. So again, it's like not necessarily thinking of exercise as like kicking your own ass or whatever, but it's, you know,
Right.
just getting your body moving.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and speaking of exercise, I got a question from Amanda, also somebody who likes to watch our Ask a Health Coach. It's so exciting. And she was asking, so it's January and the gyms are super crowded, right?
Everyone
I love
with those full gym resolutions.
And let me start before I answer her question by saying, if you are an avid gym goer and you are annoyed by this
Don't be.
flux of people, instead be excited for them that they're trying to better themselves and stick to their resolutions, and maybe offer your treadmill to
Try
them.
to encourage them.
And do something different.
Make a new friend.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, her question was, you know, how do you walk in to this full gym and you're new? Like, how do you navigate? How do you not feel intimidated? How do you know what to do? And how do you, work around those people that are annoyed with you because they're here all the time? So, you know, most gyms have a personal trainer on staff or a staff member that will take you on a tour of the gym.
Yeah, and you usually can see, like, I know where I work out, there's a door that says trainer. So you can go knock on the door and say, hey, do you have time to show me around?
Yeah, and they'll actually show you how the machines work. If you have any questions at all, they will help you. And you can also usually pay them to, make a workout for you.
Like a workout plan.
And that way, you know, at least for the first few times, you've got this plan and you know what you're doing so that you can get better at it. That's my suggestion for that, is to use the help that the gyms give you. I mean, you can also use the internet and Google workout.
Yeah, or consult trainers like ourselves who
Yes.
are more than willing to consult with you and, you know, show you how
And
some
a lot of the
basic
gyms
movements.
too will let you bring a friend for
Yeah.
free or a reduced price. So if you have a trainer that you know personally, so you would feel more comfortable with them, you can have them come with you.
Yeah,
and,
like on a guest pass or something.
and show you around.
And as far as, like, I know I've had a lot of friends say, well, I'm intimidated, like, going in there, seeing all these people that are fit. I'll tell you one thing. People are not going to the gym to look at you.
It's
I mean,
true.
like, I'm not trying to say that mean, like, no. But what I'm saying is, like, when I go to the gym, I go because I'm working on
work
me.
out,
I'm
right.
not going to look and judge out other people. I don't necessarily use it as my dating pool or anything like that. And most of the time, you'll find that people in gyms usually are very encouraging.
Right.
I mean, the non-jerky ones.
Ben says his number one pet peeve is people who sit on the machines and they're talking or texting instead of working out.
Work out or get out of the way.
Right, but that is something to remember. You know, kind of learn the etiquette of how to navigate the gym. Like if you're on a treadmill and you're spending more than 30 minutes, you know, look around and say, is
Are there
anybody
people
waiting to jump on the treadmill? Or even on a machine, like once you've done your reps, you know, go ahead and get up, wipe it down. And
Yeah,
even,
wipe down your machines,
Yeah,
people.
please.
Wipe down your
because
machines.
you can, you know, talk or text off the machine. So just step off and finish what you're doing.
Yes, that is an excellent tip,
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Yeah, I mean.
So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, in terms of gym, just the fact that you're there is huge. So, I mean, if you're not an
Absolutely.
avid gym goer, like, yes, it can be maybe intimidating. Yes, it can be, like, overwhelming. But, yeah, just using a friend, a
Using
trainer.
the tools that they have.
The tools. Sometimes the machines, too, they have those diagrams
pictures,
on
yeah.
them. And, you know, don't be scared to maybe ask someone if they look like they're not, like, you know, don't tap someone on the shoulder with headphones in. But if you see someone just sitting that may look, you know,
Unless
friendly,
you want to meet them.
ask them. Yeah, I mean, unless you are using it as your dating pool, then, you know, that's up to you. But yeah, for the most part, just know that most people are really encouraging, and you can ask. I know I have. Like, sometimes I'll be like, what's going on here? And someone will walk up and just say, oh, that's what this does. That happened to me just the other day. There was the bench thing, and it actually leans forward. And I had never been on one like that before, and so I was going to lift it, and it shifted, and I was like, ah, like I thought it was falling over. It wasn't. See, so even as a trainer, there are new things I'm learning all the time.
Lloyd says, where do you fall when it comes to running on an outside trail, running etiquette? Should you treat it like driving on the road, keeping to the right? Absolutely. Running outside, I can't see the whole question, sorry. He's talking about people that run down the center or are not aware of other people. But yeah, so I treat it, we stay on the right side when we're walking, running. That way people can go around you if they're faster than you.
And they'll say, usually, if you're running up behind someone and you're going fast, usually you say passing on the left.
Yeah.
So like you make someone in front of you aware, like, hey, I'm passing you, and then they can either scoot over more or just know that you're going to be coming up beside them and they don't get startled. And
yeah, and there's a lot of trails where there's bikes too, so you want to stay to the right, and most bikers will yell out to you like on your left when
and
they're
then they'll
passing.
come. Yeah, so it's the same as the road. I wonder if they do it different in Europe.
Oh, I don't know.
Because they drive on the
side.
other side. So anyone that lives in Europe or has lived in Europe, if you could let us know.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you run the
interesting.
same way you drive in Europe?
Oh, and pet etiquette too. If you're out running or jogging with your dog, make
Bring duty
sure.
bags.
Well, yeah, but also make sure you've got them. You know, whether they're friendly or not, people get startled when they come up on a dog. So make sure you got them nice and
Yeah,
controlled.
and if you're riding a horse, scoop that crap. Okay, I don't know how many times. I don't know where these people are that have horses that are riding along our walking trails, and you just come upon a big pile of horse no. You need to shovel that stuff. I'm just saying.
Well, and if you're on a road that's not a trail and there's cars, you should be on the right side of the road going. You should be on the left side of the road going
Towards
against traffic.
Yeah, so
And
like
bikers stay on the right going with traffic. So it's
different
opposite.
on the road. So just to thoroughly confuse.
Right.
So trail on the right, road on the left.
left. So if there's cars, you want to be facing the
And if
cars.
you're on a horse, I don't know what to tell you.
Except bring the poopers.
Bring a shovel.
You're gonna have to have like a backpack too. Like, where you can...
Or I mean, at least just shovel it into the woods. Come on, people. I mean, seriously. And I don't know where people are keeping their horses that they're on these trails, because I live in like a complex.
That's so funny.
Just saying. I don't know. Maybe it's bears.
Bears? Do we have bears?
I don't know.
Maybe it's wolves.
Wolves.
Coyotes.
Okay, now we're just getting into some
Sorry.
kind of biology, ecology lesson, so we should probably wrap it up.
Yes, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in. This was our
Yay!
most
Thanks
liked
for being
live
here.
video yet.
Yeah, we have all these views and likables, and we had questions, so
That's awesome.
Yay.
Like
So keep
3
sending
or
those
4
in.
questions in
Yeah.
1 week.
keep sending those questions in. Keep letting us know, because we enjoy catering to what you want, again.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you're entered into our drawing every time you
Oh, that's
ask
right.
us
Entered
a
into our
question.
drawing. Oh, and Rebecca's here. Hi, Rebecca.
Ben says, what kind of bear is the best? I absolutely think black bear.
False. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. If you know that reference, you're my new best friend.
That's all we have today. I am clueless, but I'm still...
We can't be friends anymore.
So I guess this is our last Ask a Health Coach.
Just kidding. All right.
We will see y'all next week.
We will see you next
y'all.
week.